Welcome to the Audible episode 3. I'm your host G, and today we're talking, what are you willing to do for your PS5? The Yeezy Quantum finally has a release date, and the NBA is back, and more. Despite most major sneaker drops getting pushed back, this week a countdown appeared on the Yeezy Supply website. We can only assume that the Yeezy Quantum will finally be dropping when the countdown ends. Next up is the Nike Dunk Low Champ Colors. If you're a Virginia fan, add this one to your must-cop list as it dons the familiar orange and navy color scheme. Expect this to drop June 24th. For the first time ever, Jordan Brand is going to be using tie-dye leather on its Air Jordan 1 High. Dropping $626, is this a cop for you? I know it's only available in women's and kids sizing, but I'll definitely be squeezing my feet. So Sony officially announced their PS5, and in a wave of Twitter memes, everyone is asking, what are you willing to do for your PS5? Or are you waiting for the Xbox Series X? Honestly though, I know exactly what console I'll be buying this holiday season. It feels like forever since we got to talk about sports, but as we all know, the NBA season is returning on July 31st with 22 teams set to play a tournament in Orlando, barring any changes, of course. One really cool development around this is the NBA's use of smart rings. Smart rings that are capable of predicting COVID-19 symptoms up to 3 days in advance with 90% accuracy. The wearable measures body temperature, respiratory functions, and heart rate. And I would say that I would like these to be available to the public. However, I've been seeing way too many people at large gatherings with no protection, and I do not want to give you guys any ideas. This week, I'm watching Avatar on Netflix. Growing up, Avatar was one of my favorite cartoons, but now as an adult, I'm able to see how the creators were able to inject so many relevant stories into the series. The biggest lesson for me is that there's always hope even when you cannot feel it. Nearing the end of Season 3, Aang had a crisis of faith. The Fire Nation manages to defeat Aang and the team seemingly at every turn. Aang begins to feel that there is no chance of defeating the Fire Lord. Aang's struggle with hope towards the end of the show is a struggle we have all faced in one way or another. But in the end, when Aang is able to restore balance and defeat the Fire Lord despite the odds, he proves to us that there is hope, and we just need to look deep inside and believe. I didn't mean to get so deep, but if you know, you know. Next up, one thing I love this week, it's Juneteenth. Juneteenth is the oldest known celebration honoring the end of slavery in the United States. Almost 3 years after the Emancipation Proclamation on June 19, 1865, Union troops arrived in Texas to liberate the slaves who didn't even know that they had been freed. Juneteenth celebration wasn't just that, it was confirmation that we are taking up room in spaces that we couldn't before. Our voices continue to get louder, and a paid holiday is not where we are going to stop. We want the whole month! Shout out to the homies on their grind. AJ Gerard, Tommy Two Phones, Todd Stanberry, and Eric Dean. The Audible is available on video form on YouTube, IGTV, and ITSGEZA.com. And is available on audio form on Spotify, Apple Music, and where all podcasts are available. Thank you so much for watching another episode of The Audible. I can't believe we're already on episode 3, but I really appreciate you sticking with me. I'm your host G, and if you have something that you want me to cover, DM me on Instagram or Twitter at ITSGEZA. See you next week.